You are now looking at Destiny Discover, which is our visual library catalog. Today we're going to talk about how to use filters to narrow our search results. You'll hear me say this many times over. Logging in to Destiny Discover gives you access to some pretty powerful tools, so I recommend it strongly. You can see at the top of the window it says log in using your Follett account. Well, that just means log in using your school username and password. I am going to pretend like I am searching for books on cars. Type in the word cars and click the magnifying glass. I can see that Mountain View Library has 45 books that have cars in them. They talk about cars exclusively. There is the filter option right here, and I'm going to click on the funnel, and this little side window pops up. You can see that there are lots of filters that you can access. You'll find the ones that are most beneficial for you, but I am going to start out with availability. I figure if I'm going to the trouble of doing research, I am looking for something that's available right now. It's in the library ready for me to take off the shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and click on availability to activate that filter. The other filter that I use the most is reading level. I want to make sure if I'm doing research that I'm choosing a book that's at my reading level. In this case, I'm going to pick 4th grade today. When I click on that filter, you can see I now have 2 filters that are activated, so my results are now sorted by the books that are on the shelf and at the 4th grade level. Close the window right here. And I can see now that my results have been narrowed down considerably. From 45 down to 6. 6 books on the shelf at the 4th grade reading level, and now I can take a look at these and find out which ones best suit my needs. The nonfiction books are at the top of the list, and I can tell that because there's the call number. If they have a number first, that means it's nonfiction. And then we have our fiction books based on their genre. So there you go. That's one way to use a filter. Here's our visual library. We currently have 39 books by or about Gordon Korman in our library. So I'm going to use the filter. I'm going to look for books that are available. But this time I'm going to look for books in a particular genre. Gordon Korman is a pretty prolific writer. He writes lots and lots. And I know that he writes across many genres. So if I click down here, I can now see the different genres he writes in. And 32 fiction, 3 historical fiction. I am also a big fan of historical fiction, so I'm going to click here. Books that are on the shelf by Gordon Korman that are historical fiction, and I'm going to close that window. And I have 3 titles that meet those criteria. That's how you can use filters to really narrow down your search results. I hope this helps.